Welcome back to City Focus. We have Kevin Tolliver here in the studio to talk about road resurfacing projects happening in the city. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you, Marcus.
Well, we have several roads being resurfaced in the city. What roads, when's the work going to begin and end on these projects that we have?
Right now, the work is scheduled to begin March 13th, which is a week from Monday, and it may take 4 or 5 weeks to complete.
Okay. And we have several roads being, I think it's 3 point something miles, is that?
It's over 3 miles every year.
Over 3 miles. Now, where can we see the list of those roads that are being worked on?
They're posted on our city website in the engineering department, and probably, I think there's another link up as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a link on the engineering site, and Samantha put up an article on the news section. Okay. Now, how important are these projects to getting people from one place to another here in the city and get them there safely?
Well, this is something we do every year. Everyone probably knows that asphalt streets have a certain life. You know, they're going to last 20, 25 years, even based on regular traffic. So these things just are, we put this program in place to kind of remove the areas that have some wear and to put a smooth surface on them. Okay.
And as the construction begins, what time of the day will we see workers out, and what advice do we give the drivers going through those particular areas?
On the major traveled roads, we don't want them out starting until 9 o'clock. Probably finished by 4. Okay. And the contractors that we use are pretty experienced in putting up traffic control. They're going to put out the arrow boards and the cones and the signs. And drivers should just be careful and slow down in those work areas.
Okay. And these projects are being funded by SPLOST and GDOT's and their local maintenance improvement grant. Most of us understand SPLOST because it's something we vote on most of the year. Most of us understand it. Yeah. Now, what is the local maintenance improvement grant, and has Valdosta used it before?
Yeah, we've used it for many years. It used to have, the program's gone through several name changes, but it's been many years. And the DOT programs amounts of money based on the miles of streets that you have. And then we have a 30% match with our SPLOST funds. Okay.
All right, Kevin. Is there anything else you want people to know about these projects, or that information that are coming from the engineering department about these projects as they begin?
No, I guess it's just going to put like a fresh coat of paint on the roads. Everything's going to look newer. The stripes are going to be brighter and should make a more pleasant experience for drivers in the city.
Okay. Well, Kevin, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming in and telling us about these projects. And it's going to be an improvement for everybody who uses the streets, whether they live here or people just traveling through the city.
That's right.
Well, thank you for coming in, and appreciate you. And we'll be back here on City Focus.
All right. Thanks for having me.